Hi, and welcome back to the Virtual Hiring Hand Team live blog. I am Tiffany Parson, and we have,
As always, Ashoma Isu.
and welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome. We provide updates and trends on the latest things as it relates to social media, repurposing, and webinars. So, today we're going to talk about an interesting update in Instagram, and they're always doing some interesting update. But this one allows you to add your competitor insights if you have a professional account in Instagram. So it allows you to compare their insights to yours. And it's given basic insights, engagement, followers, things like that. So we wanted to bring that to your attention and talk about the value that this is. The way you even get to it, your account, first of all, has to be a professional account. Can't be like a personal Instagram. So it needs to be a business content creator, something like that, so you can see it. So below your bio, you should see an area that says professional dashboard. If you click on that, and then look down and you will see where it says your tools, and it's going to be under your tools, and it'll have competitive insights. And I'm looking in my account. It hasn't been added to my account just yet. I'm under your tools, don't see it there yet, but you may be seeing this in yours already, but or in the next few days it may show up. So anyway, when you click on that competitive insights, you can select up to 10 accounts that you want to see their insights, and it's going to compare it to yours. So again, we want to talk about what this change means and is it valuable. So what are your thoughts, Asiona?
Yeah, as Tiffany you rightfully said, it's going to show you your follower growth, posting frequency, engagement per post. And we talked about this behind the scenes and was just wondering, what does this really mean? Personally, I feel it just helps you to know what your competitors are doing that you can lean into and see how you can improve what you are doing as a brand as well.
Yeah. I think it could be helpful. Let's say someone is just starting out. Or maybe you've been around for a while, but you have been posting regularly. And you're curious to know people who are also in your industry, like how often are they posting? What are they posting? And without digging through and going down their feed, this is a way you can do it to see. Now, it's a good to give you the information if you're curious about something. Where we want to be extremely cautious is the comparison, because that's a whole rabbit hole. We don't want to compare ourselves to someone else in the same industry because we see the stats, but we don't know what's behind it. We see the insights, we don't know what's behind it. So I think again that the helpful thing is if you just want to have like a starting point, like how many posts should I do? Someone else, maybe you have a cooking side, you do cooking videos, and you want to know, you're curious to know how much does someone who is similar to you, how often do they post, and you're curious about those things, how quickly are they building followers. That gives you some of that information, but you can't really use it as like a rule of thumb for how you plan to do things for your own business.
Mm.
So we definitely don't encourage competing or comparison. I keep saying that, but we definitely don't encourage you. We don't want you to compare and think, okay, if your page is not growing at a certain pace as someone else's, something is wrong.
Yeah.
There's so many other factors that come into play: the algorithm, the personality, different audience that's being engaged with a person, a whole other thing. So you may want to ask, well, why even bring it up if you're like, oh, don't compare? It's just an interesting tool that they're adding to Instagram. We know you may see it and be curious about what it is. And once I see it on mine, I may play around with it just out of curiosity, but not for a set rule or a baseline or anything like that. What do you think, Ashion?
Yeah, adding to that, yes, it's just so you have insight of what your competitors are doing, what they're doing out there, and it gives you more so, I don't want to say yardstick per se, but it helps you to be able to refine what you are doing as well.
Yeah.
what you can do differently. Not necessarily because they are 100,000, I want to get there in a week. That's just not gonna happen. And we're also saying this so you are not just going out there to copy what they are doing, but just to help you refine what you are doing as a brand and get better at that.
And I think how we will use it internally when clients come, clients may have people in mind that are in their same industry that they're modeling after. And this will let us know if you're modeling after person A, well, they post 20 times a day. Is that something that, you're interested in doing or willing to do? Because that means we got to have content, 20 pieces of content every single day, which is what, about 600 pieces of content in a month. So are you willing to do that? So it's going to help us to kind of put things in perspective if we do encounter someone that's looking at what somebody else does. And it can help those of you watching, it help you as well to put things in reality for yourself. Okay, wait, I'm not willing to do 600 posts in a month. So everybody needs to go at their own pace. But
Yes.
it's such an interesting tool. There's always all these nuances that they're adding to Instagram, and we're here. If they as they add them, we're gonna let you know about them. And so this is the latest one. So you'll see that again in your professional dashboard, and it's called Competitive Insights. You'll see it professional dashboard under your tools called Competitive Insights. So now you know what that is. We'd love to hear what your thoughts are about it. So be sure to comment below. And if you are not following our Facebook page, go ahead and click follow on the page. We will be back with more tips, trends, and updates. If this is your first time watching, again, thank you and welcome. If you're watching on YouTube, we would look forward to hearing you in the comments. Be sure to subscribe there as well. Thanks so much, y'all, and we will see you next time.